It's so funny because you can pedal so fast at a low speed. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. So in today's video, I have the pedal kit for the Roadrunner V3. So finally, we're gonna get rid of these little pegs right here, just to make this more street legal. And this is also gonna help you guys if you're in an area where cops are going to confiscate this thing because it's not really considered a e-bike. So now we have our pedals all in this kit. This is a kit that's sold separately, so you do have to purchase the Roadrunner V3, then you have to get this separately. It's about $70. It does come with a nice instruction manual that we'll go through just so we make sure we install this correctly. So this is everything out of the kit. There is a lot of stuff we have to install. This looks like the tensioner right here. Obviously the pedals, your crank arms, the chain, and then that's your bolt for the tensioner. That's right here. And then these are probably to put the crank arms connected to the bottom bracket, which the bottom bracket is right here. And then this is a tool to install the bottom bracket. You can see this is a special tool, so do not lose that. And then you have this also special tool right here. Then you have an Allen wrench right there. And then you also have in this box, it's the main link for connecting the chain all together once you wrap it around everything. So without further ado, let's get these pegs off and let's start going. Now that the pegs are off, we're gonna use a 17mm to take that nut off right there at the end. Once you break those nuts loose and you take one of the nuts from one side completely out, you can remove this whole piece. Now the next thing you need to do is remove this little nut that's right there. That's going to be a 16mm. You can use a wrench or a socket. Just make sure you know that the right hand side threads forward, and then this should just come completely out. And then we'll do the other side. This one is your standard traditional lefty loosey, righty tighty. So turn this one to the left, and that's how this one unthreads. And there we go. Both of those done. Now you have an empty bottom bracket, and this is where we're gonna start putting all our new goodies into that location. Taking a look at this bottom bracket, you're gonna see it has an L for the left side and an R for the right side, so just make sure you install it correctly. And this side comes off, so you just slide that right out. And then you're gonna take this piece and you're going to slide it into here. Then we're gonna come over here and grab this special tool, and it's gonna go right on there. Just like that, grab a socket, then do it for the left side for this extra piece. Again, make sure you thread this on correctly. It actually goes the opposite way of tightening it. And make sure that's in there really snug. Then we'll start on the other side. This is how it should look on the right-hand side after you're finished. And this is how it will look on the left-hand side. The next thing you wanna do is find this piece in your kit, and you're gonna want to install it on the bike and just push it on as best as you can. Then you're gonna wanna put the other side, but make sure it's facing upwards. So just like that, that one's on the bottom. This one's gonna be straight up. And you could verify this by looking at both sides and make sure they are angled correctly. Now to get these tight onto the bike, we're gonna use these screws that were included. They're gonna go right in the center right here. And we're just gonna turn these in until they lock in place. And it also comes with the wrench you need to do that. Once they are in, should look like that. They will not come off. I tightened them as tight as I could until it stopped. Just make sure if this one is going up on the right side, make sure the left side is pointed down and vice versa. So make sure you guys get those on opposite directions before you install those. Now the next thing we're gonna do is install these pedals. Keep in mind they do have a left and a right on here. So this will be on the left-hand side and this one will be the right-hand side. It does come with the tool you need as well to put those on. So if you don't have a 15mm, just use this. But yeah, everything's good on there, smooth, and now I believe we gotta start the chain. We're gonna put this thing all the way around. We're gonna go around this as well. Don't worry, we do have a tensioner I mentioned, but we're not gonna put that on just yet. Now make sure you get this all the way around. Once you do, we gotta get our master link in between here, which is this little piece right there, if you can see that. This is gonna go in this one, and then once you have that, it comes with a little clip. So we're gonna use this little clip right there, and we're gonna install that. And then it comes with a lock-in retainer, which is this little guy right here, and we're going to push this on. It's probably best if you have a slight little hammer. I'm just going to use the tool that it came with, and there you go. Once you have that, Now your chain is installed. Now we got to just move to the tensioner right down here. So this is where a lot of people might get confused on how this goes on, how you keep the chain under tension. So this is the piece that it comes with. It also comes with the nut that you need as well. And this is going to go on just like so right here. Once you have this tightened down, you're going to pull this back as much as possible once it's steady on there. And this is going to sit in the back and it's going to put tension on the chain. And I'll show you guys that once I'm done. Now I should mention that the nut that's on here does go onto the back, but this does thread into the frame, but there's not many threads here, so you might want to use the nut, but for now I'm just going to leave the nut off. So now that you got your bolt threaded in, see how it used to be sitting like this? Now leave this loose for now. You're going to bend this back and you're going to put that on the chain right here. Then what you're going to want to do is push this down, get the included Allen, and you're going to tighten this bad boy down, and that's going to put all the tension you need onto that chain. So I noticed on mine, after getting it put together, I moved the chain back and forth. Now you're probably not going to be able to see this on camera, but however, the way the chain goes down and the way the tensioner is set up, this is slightly off center. So I'd actually want it to be a little bit farther back. So what I'm going to do is use this little Allen screw right here, loosen this, push this a little bit farther in, so then the chain is more connected to this thing instead of bowing out on this side. All right, so I hammered it back just a little bit. We're gonna tighten this back up and then everything should be aligned correctly. And there we go, guys. That is the Roadrunner Pro 3 with the pedal kit on. You can see everything works nice. The tension is really good. If you want to tighten that a little bit, you definitely could. Definitely move it to where you need. Make sure these are both tightened at the same time, and you should be perfectly fine. But keep in mind, there is no pedal assistance on this. There is no sensor down there, so it's basically just to have pedals on this thing, just for legal reasons. So just keep that in mind, that pedals are probably going to get you out from getting a ticket, but they don't function as pedals. And another thing you got to be careful on too is when you're taking a corner on this bike, and this is the reason why I wanted to put the pedals on here, is because I'm very curious to see, when you're in a turn, how close does that come to the ground, especially if it was like that. It's not like you're gonna ride like that with your foot, but if you are leaning with this, it definitely comes very close to the ground, and I'm also curious on how it's gonna feel when we actually pedal it, with me being about 5'9", and if you're a taller person, if it's even worth doing this upgrade. But without further ado, guys, we will ride it up and down the street really quick with my GoPro and just kind of get our first initial impressions on it, but I gotta say, it looks dope. All right, guys, we're out. We're out on the Roadrunner with pedals. Now, I gotta say, they definitely feel very short. Oh my God. And they do come very close to the ground. That's a little sketchy. I'm gonna do a test real quick. Let's have this pedal on the ground. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. The pedal already did hit the ground, all right. Now, they are plastic pedals, if I didn't mention that, but yeah, this feels like my Suron. When you put those fake pedals on, the Kiniwaba pedals, this is exactly how it feels. It doesn't really feel nice and smooth, only because they're very short, and it feels like you get a rotation, and then it's like you gotta get your other foot going in the rotation, and it just feels awkward. But you can definitely fake pedal all day long, definitely. They just don't do anything. But I like it. I actually like it better than the pegs, just because, you know, legal reasons, all that kind of stuff, so this is awesome. I really do wish, though, that they would have came out with a version that had the pedals already installed for you, because a lot of people aren't gonna wanna do this install, and the only reason why I shot this quick video for you guys is to show you how to install it. It's actually very easy. If I was doing it by myself, and I knew nothing about doing it until I got the instruction manual from the company and I got it in, is that it would have probably took me like 30 or 45 minutes. This thing took me probably a little bit over an hour and 15 minutes, but I was also using my camera, so you guys gotta think about that. But yeah, this is this is awesome. It's so funny because you can pedal so fast at a low speed and it looks like you're just being dumb, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, that's funny. Woo! Or you can pedal very slow. There is no resistance though. It's nice and smooth. It's just the fact that like you feel like it's nice and smooth to a point, and then it's like, oh, I gotta get my other foot to push the other side of the pedal because it's just so short. But yeah, that is the install of this kit. Hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully we will be upgrading this bike soon. I really want to see if we can maybe get a battery for it. But yeah, this thing is awesome with the pedals. No issues at all. and I love it. Definitely love it. I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys are the true MVPs of this channel. And like and subscribe if this definitely helped you out and you're really thinking about picking this up and now maybe getting the pedals. Easier than I thought. All right, guys. Peace out.